Alright, hello everybody. How are we doing tonight? Hello Gamer Breezy, welcome. Yes, 'tis Shiro Day. Technically it's not actually Shiro Day yet. Technically that's tomorrow, but it's the 20th in Japan, and so people are already celebrating. So yes, if you're new to the channel, coming in for these bonus Shiro Day streams, I have been streaming Fate Stay Night almost every Friday. I try to do it every Friday for a while now. We are getting close to the end. Normally on Saturday I would stream Grand Blue Fantasy, but I decided, nope, we're doing Fate, because it's Shiro Day. So we are on Heaven's Field, day 13. And as you can see on the side of the stream here, I have a little incentive. For a $5 super chat, you can force me to do a bad end. I just noticed that the S in ends isn't capitalized there. This is not my first time going through Fate Stay Night. This is like my third time going through the visual novel. I think that's about everything I want to go over. Yes, if you're new, welcome. Hope you enjoy it. So, with all of that said, I think we're gonna go ahead and just jump into day 13. Last talk. It all happened 10 years ago. I kept pursuing the responsibility for being the only survivor in the fire.
Runoka.
Hang on, one sec. My door was wide open and I was like, oh, I think my mic is picking up the TV downstairs, so I need to close that. Anyways, I never forgot about it. I survived, so I swore never to let such a thing happen again. I made an oath with myself to become a superhero like Kiritsugu. Emiyashiro's days were turned to that sole purpose. I let others use me so that I could hold my head up high before those who were not saved, and I made it this far because of that. I know. I know fully well, but you... You know the cause. You already know who you must defeat. The Black Sun. If the shadow in the sky is the cause, you must kill it before it happens again. Remember, what have you lived for until now? You have approved of yourself because you saved innocent people, because you saved people who ask for help. But if you are going to deny it just for one girl... Emiyashiro will be judged by himself. I wake up. It's bright outside, and it's past 7 already. My body feels heavy. My limbs feel numb. My dull head can't remember who I am. I pat Sakura, sleeping beside me. For a strange reason, I remember why she's there next to me. The fact that the girl I love is sleeping next to me is probably more important than my identity.
さくら、朝だって。そろそろ起きないと、朝飯とか遠坂とか、いろいろ大変。
I tap her shoulder. Sakura's cold. Not her attitude, but her sensation is cold, and she's also hard.
さくら。
I raise my body and look around the room. She's not here. We slept together and I held onto her hand, but Sakura is nowhere in the room.
Sakura!
She is nowhere to be seen. The guest room is silent. I feel no presence in the living room. My body doesn't move well. I hit my foot on the table. I fall, pull myself up using the wall, and head to the hallway. I must be in a hurry. There's nothing wrong with my body, but my mind isn't calm at all. Why am I rushing, and why am I feeling so uneasy? I'm trying to think, but whenever I do, it's like my thoughts are 10 seconds in the future. I can't think? Or does my brain not recognize what I'm thinking? Blood won't flow to my head, so I can't even tell. I can't remember what I want to do. But I'm relieved when I see Sakura's shoes at the front door. Tosaka's shoes aren't there, but Ilya's shoes are. Which means...
靴がないってことは、その... そうだ、外に出ているのは遠坂だけなんだから、桜はうちにいるってことだ。
Oh, so that's why I feel relieved. Sakura hasn't gone anywhere. Alright, I'm getting sharper. So yeah, Sakura just woke up before me, so she's probably doing something like washing her face, preparing breakfast, training in the dojo, or doing the laundry in the yard.
なんだ、心配して損した。
I sigh and head back to the living room.
Shiro!
Tosaka comes running inside.
なんだ、遠坂。朝の散歩か？
そんな悠長な真似するかって話は後。桜が外で倒れてるから運んできて。私は手当ての準備をするから。
The clock ticks. It's past 9 o'clock. It's been 2 hours since I carried Sakura in from where she'd collapsed by the entrance. Function is finally returning to my numbed mind.
ねえ、シロ、落ち着い
た？うん。なんとかまともには戻った。心配かけてごめんな、イリア。正直、ここ2時間の記憶がないんで、どんなバカやったか覚えてない。
別にシロは何もしてなかったよ。桜を抱きかかえてきて、リンが手当てしてる時はずっと手を握ってあげてたでしょ。それで高い熱があるだけだって分かった途端、ペタンって床に座っただけだし。
そっか。それで遠坂、桜を客間に連れてったみたいだけど。
リンはさっき和室のクローゼットを調べてたけど、きっと桜の着替えを探してたのね。桜は汚れてたから着替えさせないと寝かせられないでしょ。
I see. It makes sense now that she says it. Then I must still be in the living room because...
あのね、今から着替えさせるっていうのに男のあんたがついてきてどうするのよ。
Tosaka probably said something like that to me.
それで2時間待ちぼうけか。いくら混乱してたからって。
I feel very stupid. What's going on? There are many things I have to think about. Sakura's well-being. The big meal the enemy had last night. No, that can come later. I should be thinking about why Sakura was collapsed outside when we went to sleep together. I feel sick. My mind refuses to think. The blank 2 hours. My body remembers that I've been pondering that problem for all that time.
シロ、思い出せないことは思い出さないで。それは忘れたんじゃなくて、なくなったの。ないものをいくら掘り出しても、出てくるものは苦痛だけよ。
イリア？
なんでもない。ただの独り言だから。忘れて。
Ilya looks away and shuts her mouth. A few minutes after that, when the clock is about to strike 10,
お待たせ。さくら、目を覚ましたわよ。
Tosaka enters, acting like nothing's happened.
遠坂、さくら大丈夫なのか？
さあ、話があるなら私じゃなくて本人に聞けばいいでしょ。私から言うべきことはないわ。
わかった。ちょっと行ってくる。
I get up. I leave Ilya and Tosaka in the living room and head to Sakura's room.
よかった。来てくれたんですね、先輩。
Sakura is breathing hard, but she speaks the instant she sees me.
バカ、来るに決まってるだろう。さくらが倒れたんだから、どこにいたってやってくる。今回は遠坂に取られたけど、さくらの看病は俺の役目なんだから。
I get the chair and sit down. I try to sit level with Sakura, who's lying on the bed.
それで、体の方はどうなんだ？遠坂は何も言ってくれなかったんだが。
そうなんですか。姉さん、黙ってるんですね。
なあ、聞きたいことは全部さくらに聞けとさ。一応気を使ってるんだな、あれは。
先輩、ちょっと嬉しそうです。前から思ってましたけど、先輩って姉さんの厳しいところ好きでしょ。
Yes, yes, he does.
そんなことあるか？そりゃ遠坂はしっかりしたやつだけど、終始あんなんじゃたまらないぞ。だいたいな、こういう時ぐらいこう分かりやすい気遣いをしてくれなきゃ身が持たないだろう。
Whoops. Sakura nods, smiling. Her satisfied expression dispels my uneasiness somewhat.
よしよし。その調子じゃ体の方は安心だな。さくら、遠坂はなんて言ってたんだ？
体力の低下と栄養不足と軽い熱だそうです。寝ている分には何の心配もいらないから、とりあえず今日一日は絶対安静だって言われちゃいました。
She's still breathing hard. Just lying there must be painful. She's probably trying to breathe normally so she doesn't worry me.
そっか。それじゃあしばらくは横になってろ。その魔力の方は足りてるんだろう？
はい。そのですね、先輩のおかげでそっちの方は大丈夫ですよ。
Hello, copy paster. Welcome, welcome. Calm before the storm. Yup. Even though I'm the one that asked, I still blush. But this is something I have to know.
なら美味しいものを食べて栄養を取ればすぐ良くなるな。待ってろ。昼飯は腕によりをかけて作ってくれ。
I roll up my sleeve in a show of confidence. But
ごめんなさい。本当は私が先輩に作ってあげなくちゃいけないのに、せめて立ち上がれればお手伝いできるのに、そんなこともできないなんて悔しいです。
it seems my words hurt her. That's right. Sakura is concerned about her role. She knows she can't do anything, so she just tries to be the normal Mato Sakura. But she can't even manage something as simple as that.
ま、今は我慢するんだな。病人は病人らしく休まないと損だぞ。何しろ、治ったら朝も昼も夜も桜に押し付けるつもりなんだ。後になって、あの時もっと休んどけばよかったって後悔するぞ。
I jokingly say what I plan to do. Yeah, I can leave her in charge of cooking for about half a year if that'll please her.
本当ですか？先輩、後でやっぱりなしっていうのはダメですよ。
本当だって。とりあえず半年はおとなしくしてる。ああ、いや、さくらが大変な時は助手としてコンロ番ぐらいはさせてもらいたいけど。
I've been standing in the kitchen for 8 years. I don't feel at ease unless I'm holding a pan or something.
はい。じゃあ約束ですよ、先輩。私が治ったら真っ先にご飯を食べてくださいね。
He's so housewife coded.
ああ、そんな約束でよければいくらでも。
I get up. I can't keep talking to her and tire her. We were able to talk, and I know Sakura's doing fine. I should let her rest now.
じゃあまた後で。昼飯時になったら来るから、それまで眠ってるんだぞ。
I step away from the bed. Sakura nods silently.
そうだ、さくら。
I stop at the door and call out to her without turning around.
はい。何ですか、先輩。
いや、なんで門の前でなんか倒れてたのかなって。さくら、俺の部屋で寝てただろ？
I try to ask as naturally as I can. After a faint gasp,
朝の散歩です。先に目が覚めたから少し外に出ようかなって。けどそこで倒れちゃいました。本当、姉さんの言う通りですよね。今の私は外に出たらダメみたいです。
she replies as naturally as I asked her. Sounds like Cap. Tosaka and Ilya aren't there when I return.
二人とも部屋に戻ったのか。
Oh, yeah. They're busy trying to reproduce the gem sword. I can only help after they make a replica similar to the original. My job for now is to draw out as much of Archer's experience as I can.
I am the bone of my sword. か。
He said the line! Archer's original spell, which flowed into me along with the pain. If I use this strangely familiar incantation to look within myself, my rate of success greatly increases. Projection now succeeds half the time. I'm copying Archer to make a copy of something.
けど、それでできるのは偽物だ。
Projection is reproducing something identical to the original. Emiyashiro can only create an inferior imagination. The only way to create a phantasm is with the arm's help. Suicide. It's not that poison will come into me once I use it. A bomb will be switched on once I use it. A sure end will come once I use it. An image of a firing hammer. There's a gun in my brain. The muzzle is pointed outward, but the trigger is still there. This image must be the time bomb Kotomine spoke of.
なら、頭の中の銃さえ取り出せれば、使ってもスイッチは入らない。
No, the switch itself will be outside my body. That's the best solution. But of course, I have no idea how to do that.
そうだ、ニュース。
I turn the TV on. I have to know what happened yesterday, so I watch the news. It's easy to find the right channel. They're all talking about that incident. The unexplained disappearances. There are over 40 houses with missing residents. None of the survivors noticed their neighbor's disappearance. And almost 60 people will never return. I memorize each missing person's name as it appears. One by one. I engrave the strangers' names in my mind. And I replace the names with people I know. Will you be able to forgive it? Will you still be able to forgive it when the time comes? Will you be able to forgive the thing that's causing it? Will you be able to forgive yourself for overlooking it? The crime. If I cannot protect it from the crime, it will be painless salvation to stop it before it commits any more crime. The TV switches off. The news that has been informing me of the incident is...
バカな真似してるんじゃないわよ。私たち、起きたことを悔やめるほど真っ当な人間じゃないでしょ。
mercilessly cut off by Tosaka.
遠坂。
ほら、お茶入れたから飲んで。イリアが一人になりたいって言うから暇になったの。
Tosaka places the teacup on the table. Her reasoning doesn't sound right. So I don't have to do what she tells me to, but...
せっかくの茶だ。
飲んで。けど、舌がやけどするぐらい熱いからね。
そっか。なおさら助かる。ありがとな、遠坂。
別に私が仕切り直したかっただけだし、シロはおまけよ、おまけ。
If this is how she wants to show her concern for me, I'll just have to accept it. Time passes. We just drink the tea silently. I don't feel nervous for some reason. I rather feel relaxed. This is purely speculation, but... could Tosaka be one of those girls that soothes the atmosphere?
何よ、いきなりにやけて。言いたいことがあるなら言いなさいよね。
ふと思っただけだ。遠坂とこんな風に何もしないでいるなんてことは一度もなかっただろう。俺たち顔を合わせれば聖杯戦争のことしか話していなかったからさ。なんていうか殺伐とした関係だったなって。
しょうがないでしょう。もともとそういう始まりだったんだから。それとも何？この状況で死刑の範囲とかお気に入りの店とか話せっていうの？
いや別に。俺が遠坂と話すようになったのはマスターになってからだし。
I was like, what's
遠
going
坂だっ
on?
て俺がマスターにならなければこうして知り合うこともなかった。
I can't help it. That's how it all started. Or what? Do you want me to talk about what might come up on the finals or what stores I like to go to? Huh? I guess it's fine as is. I think this dangerous relationship is suited for us. But we were so relaxed that it felt weird and funny. Well, you're right. That's how it all started. We started talking with each other after we became masters, and I wouldn't have gotten to know you unless I became a master. I apologize. I was, checking something, and I messed it up somehow. Well, that's one good result I got from becoming a master. I can fight alongside the girl I've admired.
それ、少し違う。あなたはどうだか知らないけど、私はシロのことずいぶん前から知ってたんだから。
Tosaka blushes, saying something I can't ignore.
知ってたって俺を？
Tosaka nods with embarrassment.
そんなバカな。もしかして1年の頃話したことがあったっけ俺。
そんなことなかったわよ。知ってたっていうのは一方的に知ってたってこと。ちょっとね、私にとってエミやシロってのはトラウマの一つになってるの。
トラウマってなんでさ。
I don't like that. I know it can't be helped to hurt someone when you don't know about it, but it's not good for my mental health to know that I've hurt Tosaka, who likes to strike back 3 or 4 times as hard.
なんでって、そんなの私が言いたいぐらいよ。いいわ。いい機会だから直接愚痴ってあげる。今から4年前のちょうど今頃の話よ。あなたどうしてだか知らないけど学校に残って日が落ちるまでずっと走り高跳びやってたことがあるでしょ。
は？
I'm taken aback by the unexpected question. It's not the question itself. What surprised me is that Sakura was talking about the exact same thing.
あるけど、それがなんだよ。
私それ見てたの。ちょうど昇降口から出てすぐのところ、校庭の端っこでバカみたいに飛べっこない高跳びを繰り返すやつをやっぱりバカみたいに眺めてたわけ。
Hold on. That can't be. Sakura was the one watching me, and first of all...
言っとくけど、ただの偶然よ。私は生徒会の用事でシロの学校に行っただけで、クラスはおろか学校そのものが違ってたんだから。
だよな。確か一星と同じ学校だったって聞いてる。
I forgot about that little detail. No wonder they're rivals.
そう。あいつとはその頃からの腐れ縁。前は私が副会長であいつが会長だったの。4年間も顔を合わせて言い合ってたらどっちも気に食わない天敵同士だって理解できたけど。
なるほど。そんなに長い因縁だったのか。
I totally forgot about that. I finally understand now. I knew Issei's attitude towards Tosuka was not normal. Well, the mystery is unraveled. Actually, it seems even more tangled now.
とにかくあなたがバカみたいに飛べない高跳びを繰り返している現場に偶然出くわしたってこと。話はそれだけよ。私があなたを知ったのはその時で、さくらがこの家に通ってるって知ったのはもっと後。
Oops. Well, now I know how she knew me. I'm sorry, I keep like skipping stuff.
あのさ、それトラウマになる話かな、父さん。
Ah!
4年越しの復讐ってやつよ。1年前さくらが弓道部に入ったでしょ。それで暇さえあれば弓道部を見てたんだけど、たまたまね、部員でもないのにやってきたやつがいてさ、そいつの顔を見て思い出したの。あいつあの時の大バカだって。
I want to say something about what she thought about me, but I stay quiet. No, she's right. You are an idiot.
で、その瞬間にショックを受けたわけ。私は名前も知らない。学校も違う。おまけにバカだって思ってた見知らぬ他人を3年経った後でも一目で分かったってことにね。それで、あいつは私にダメージを与えていたんだって3年経ってようやく気づいた。私はあのバカみたいにずっと走ってた誰かを羨ましいと思ってたんだって。
His idiocy has an AoE psychic damage blast.
なんでさ、
Damage over time at that.
遠坂が羨ましがるようなやつじゃない。
そうね。私は羨ましかったんじゃなくて負けたって思った。そいつが少しでも飛べるんだって希望を持って走っていたんならよかった。そんなことなら素通りしてさっさと家に帰ってた。けどそいつは自分でも無理だって分かってるのよ。何をしたって無理だって分かってるのにずっとそれを繰り返してた。たとえ無駄でも挑むことに何か意味があるんだって信じてるみたいにね。正直そんな無駄は私にはできない。昔からそうなの。私は事の成否を測って今の自分にはできないって判断したらすっぱり手を引くたちでさ。できないことはやらないし、それを力不足だとか残念だって思うこともない。そのあたり冷めてるっていうかひどい人間なのよ私。綺麗は非道ではなく機械的だって言ってたけど。
But Tosuka isn't belittling herself. She's proud of how she is.
けど時々思うことだってある。事の正義なんて考えず、ただ物事に打ち込めることができたら、それはどんなに純粋なことなんだろうって。まあそんな風に迷うほど子供だった頃、いきなり自分と正反対のやつを見せられたらショックでしょ。だからトラウマ。あの日真っ赤な夕暮れの中でバカみたいに走ってたそいつは私にとって。
Someone I was happy to know existed. Tosaka murmurs with a dreamy expression.
つまんないこと話したな。うまくいかないからナーバスになってるのかしらね。
So all of this means that when she was 8 years old and tried to challenge a serial killer on her own, she fully thought that she could take him on. Actually, she would have been 7. I think. Tosaka gets up, as if saying the break's over.
部屋に戻るわ。午後はイリアと骨格の製鉄をしてるから、シローはサクラの看病でもしてあげて。
She puts her cup in the sink and heads to the hallway. But...
ねえ、サクラの様子どうだった？
She stops and asks, as if she's just remembered.
元気そうだった。熱はまだあるようだったけど、前に倒れた時に比べれば安心できる。それにさくら本人もおとなしいしな。前は無理して家事をしようとしてたけど、今日はおとなしく横になってくれてる。あれなら治るのも早いんじゃないか？
おとなしくしているのは当然でしょ。あの子、自分じゃもう立ち上がれないんだから。
え？
She can't get up by herself now?
なんで？魔力は足りてるはずだ。なら体力だって十分にあるんじゃないのか？
ええ、魔力も体力も人並み以上にあるわ。けど中身はひどいものよ。昨日の夜何があったのかは知らない。けどあの子一度は確実に死んでるわ。そう思わなければ納得がいかないほど手足の筋肉がズタズタなのよ。
まさかさくら外傷なんてなかったじゃないか。
外見だけ綺麗につなげてあるだけよ。体内の刻印柱に食いちぎられたのか、他の何かに切り刻まれたのかは知らないけど、もし体中を切り刻まれたとしたら、その痛みは体だけじゃなく心まで壊してるかもしれない。聞くけど、さくら、あなたのこと分かった？
I swallow my affirmation. Tosaka's expression is agonized. Then that means...
さくらは遠坂が分からなかったのか？
いいえ、ちゃんと私だって分かってたし、姉さんって呼んでくれたわ。けどあの子が見てたのは目の前にいる私じゃなくて、さくらが思っている遠坂凛だったんでしょうね。ほんと、初めましてだの、もっと早く会いたかっただの、本音を立て続けに言われた時はさすがに先だったわ。
Tosaka looks away as her words turn cold. Wanted to kill? Tosaka felt murderous intent against Sakura?
要するに私にはできないってこと。あなたみたいにさくらを最後まで擁護することもできないし、その気もないの。
遠坂。
言ったでしょ、私できないことはやらないの。私が遠坂凛である以上、もう無理だと判断したらさくらを殺すわ。まあ初めからそういう約束だったから念を押すこともないんだろうけど、一応宣言しておこうと思って。感想はいいわよ。あなたの考えは分かってるし、言われても何がどうなるわけでもない。私たちは造剣を倒すことにおいては仲間だけど、さくらに関してはずっと平行線のまま。それが嫌なら一刻も早く造剣を倒せばいい。けどシロー、もし造剣とあの黒い影が全く別物だとしたら、 あなたはどうするの？
I shut my mouth. Tosuka's question is so sharp that it makes me dizzy.
シロ、私はいよいよとなったらあの子を殺す。それがどちらにとっても最良の方法よ。それをあなたもよく考えておきなさい。
Tosuka leaves. She goes back to her room, leaving me alone in the living room. Interlude. She hears voices. Her body is broken and her head feels light, but she hears voices she doesn't want to hear.
あなたはどうだか知らないけど、私はシロのことずいぶん前から知ってたんだから。
She doesn't think about why she can hear the conversation, but she doesn't want to hear them. She wants to cover her ears if her arms would move, and she wants to go stop them if her legs would move.
私、それ見てたの。ちょうど昇降口から出てすぐのところ、校庭の端っこでバカみたいにとべっこない高跳びを繰り返すやつをやっぱりバカみたいに眺めてたわけ。
She bites her lip. She scratches the sheets with her fingers. A past event spoken of lightly. The event that happened 4 years ago. Her older sister speaks of it as if it's only her memory. Like she's the only one who knows about it. She's immersed in her beautiful memory, never even realizing that another girl was there.
やめて。あ、やめて。お願いだから。
Don't take away my memory. She strains her voice and makes a plea that none can hear. The older sister's monologue continues. It goes on without her, just as she feared. The only thing she had an edge on over her older sister is brought down to mere recollections.
やだ。やだ。やだ。やだ。
Using magical energy to bridge the gaps in her ripped nerves, she covers her ears with her hands. This is torture. How can she know what's going on in the living room? Has her shadow stretched that far? No, she doesn't want to hear anything right now. No more. She will go crazy if she hears any more. Knowing this instinctively, she covers her ears, but the voices do not get any quieter. Her sister's voice resounds directly into her brain. She cannot get away, even if she covers her ears or eyes. And
シロ、私はいよいよとなったらあの子を殺す。それがどちらにとっても最良の方法よ。それをあなたもよく考えておきなさい。
her sister coldly says the words she does not want to hear, to the last person she wants to hear them. And the voices stop. She cannot tell what's going on in the living room anymore. It's only natural. Her only world is this dark room. There's no way for her to step into the world of light. Her eyes are hot. She realizes that she's crying. Heartbroken and frustrated. Her older sister is a coward. Why is she pushing that onto the girl's senpai now? It's her responsibility as Tosuka's magus, but she's now trying to involve someone else. Her sister is trying to turn her only ally against her. She hates her. She knows it's selfish, but she still hates her. She's making him abandon Mato Sakura. She hates Tosuka Rin for trying to induce him. But it's strange. This is what she wants, so why does she hate her so much? Her sister is saying she should disappear. The girl also knows she should disappear. She doesn't know how it's come to this, but she does know that Emiya Shiro will be saved if she disappears.
やだ。そんなのやだ。
She can't. She doesn't want to lose anything. She doesn't want to be alone anymore. She learned of warmth, so going back to the cold is frightening. She learned of warmth, so warm people are detestable. She will not disappear. She will not be killed. Because...
だって私は何も悪くないんだから。
Right. Everyone else is at fault. She did not wish for such a thing. It turned out this way because nobody helped her. Nobody helped her, so that must mean they affirm her. They didn't object. That's the same as agreeing with her. So, no one can punish her.
死なない。姉さんの思い通りには。
No. In reality, she will not die. Nobody can kill her. Even if someone still wants to try, that's fine. If she is to be killed, she will rather... Not only her older sister, she will be merciless even to her senpai. Yes, if he will turn away from her in disgust, then she would rather... like she does in her nightmare, so he won't become anyone else's. She coughs violently. The pain turns her wild imagination to blood, and she coughs it out.
ダメだ。私、ダメみたいです。先輩。
They do not connect. She cannot tell the difference between good and evil. She cannot tell what's good. She's about to lose her mind, not knowing who she is or how long she can stay sane.
こんにちは。まだ自分は残っている？さくら。
Then, before she notices, the silver-haired girl is before her. The same girl as her. The white girl who is to become the container, who was not treated as a human being.
セイバー、ランサー、キャスター、バーサーカー。この4つだけならまだよかったのに。どこでそんなものを取り込んだの？さくら。まだアサシンとライダーが残ってるのに。もう満ち足りてるなんて驚きだわ。
She doesn't understand. She has heard from her grandfather that the girl is just like her, a container that collects the souls of the defeated servants. But she has not heard about any servants being defeated other than the ones just mentioned.
それはいいわ。おかげでアーチャーを奪われる心配がなくなったんだから、深くは尋ねない。けどさくら、これから自分がどうなるか、わかっ...
Oops. Her head cools down. Her mind, delirious with fever, regains Mato Sakura with those words.
知りません。どうなるんですか？私。
The white girl shuts her mouth. Einsburn's master. She was meant to be a vessel from the beginning, unlike the fake Mato Sakura.
死ぬわ。絶対に。助からない。
And the girl tells her about the destiny that awaits them both. Interlude out. Alright, our first bad end of the night is coming up. Our first potential bad end. And it is titled Horror Show, so I feel like it is pretty interesting. I don't remember what it is exactly, but the title seems interesting. My body's still heavy. I have to make lunch for Sakura, but I want to rest a bit and clear my head. I fall onto my futon, letting my face sink into the pillow. I know. There wasn't any postponement since that day. I can't postpone the problem anymore. About Sakura. I have to decide everything right now. Okay, sorry. My phone went off, so I was checking it.
Emiya Shiro.
I jump up. A voice. I heard a voice. I heard it from within this room. A chill runs up my spine. The scary thing is that I still can't tell where in the room it's coming from.
警戒は無用だ。お前を殺しに来たわけではない。
A whisper by my ear. The voice. This fluent yet alien tone is of the servant with the white skull.
Assassin.
How was it possible? His specialty may be killing people, but he made it here without being noticed or setting off the boundary field around the house?
殺しに来たんじゃないだと。世間話でもあるっていうのか。
I search for the presence behind me while I measure the distance to the hallway. It'll take 2 full steps, 3 full seconds to dash out to the hallway into the yard. Assassin can kill me 4 times over in that time. Then my only way to live is to go along with him.
私ではない。お前と会合を望んでいるのは魔術師殿だ。
魔術師殿って造剣のことか。
そうだ。魔頭の屋敷でお前を待っている。魔術師殿にも戦闘の意思はない。お前が一人で赴くのならば。
Assassin's words can be trusted to some degree. If he wanted to kill me, he could have done it the instant he snuck into the room. He didn't kill me because Zoken wants to talk to me. That's not to say it isn't actually a trap, but... I am gonna get up for just a minute. This is a reminder that if you want to see this bad end, it's a $5 super chat. Alright, looks like that's a no. In that case, we are going. It's a trap. It's obviously a trap. But it's true that I might never have another chance to talk with Zoken one-on-one. And I don't really have a choice. Even if it's a trap, I have to go see him and have him remove Sakura's crest worm.
わかった。俺に話があるんだな、ゾケンは。
良い選択だ。では急ぐがいい。私とていつまでもライダーの目はごまかせん。他の者がこの会合に気づけば、魔術師殿の気が変わろう。
俺だけにする内緒話ってわけか。
There's no reply. His work must be done now that I've agreed. Before I know it, Assassin has vanished. I sneak out of my house to head to the Mato household. The sky is filled with clouds. Maybe it's because of the dark sky, but the house is filled with an ominous air. I go inside without ringing the doorbell. It's been a year since I last came here. I go through the hallway following my faint memory and head to the living room.
おう、思ったより早い到着だな。エミヤの小せがれ。
Zoken is the only one here. I don't see Assassin or the Black Saber. It seems he really does want to talk with me.
なんじゃ。わしと挨拶を交わす気にもならんか。これは随分と嫌われたようだの。
Yeah. I feel no hostility from Zoken. In short, he's taking me lightly. His composure is self-evident, confident in his ability to kill me at any time.
さて、招待を受けたからにはお主も話があるのだろう。ならば座るがよい。お互い立ち話で済ませることではなかろう。
まさかお前との話なんて立ち話で済ませるもんだろう。
I suppress the urge to jump at him and punch him, and glare at him as if it could kill him. Unlike Zoken, I can't hide my anger. I won't let my guard down against the guy who changed Sakura's body.
ゾウケン、
Oh,
これが話し合いだって言うなら、俺から言うことは一つだけだ。今すぐさくらを解放しろ。
I need to update this. I'll just fight if Zoken refuses. I'll kill this monster before anything can happen, even if he calls for Assassin and Saber.
さくらの解放か。いや、そうしたいのはわしも山々なのじゃがな。
Then, the old magus before me speaks in disappointed tones.
なんだと。
わしが何をしたところであそこまで育ったあれは救えんのだ。さくらはすでに聖杯として機能しておる。この場でわしが刻印中を取り除いたところであれが自滅することに変わりはない。
Hold on. Holy Grail? Sakura is functioning as a Holy Grail? Why is he talking about the Holy Grail?
待て、さくらが聖杯ってどういうことだ。お前、さくらは一体。
決まっておろう。聖杯を手に入れ、己が望みを叶えるための手段じゃよ。すべては我らマキリの悲願、真の不老不死たる魂の物質化のために、10年前の戦いの折、わしはあれに聖杯としての機能を与えたのだ。
聖杯としての機能を与えた。
そうだ。10年前の聖杯戦争の終わりは聞いていいよ。お前の父エミヤキリツグは儀式によって完成した聖杯を破壊した。 戦いはそこで終わり、聖杯を下ろす儀式はまたも失敗したのだ。だが何もかも失敗だったわけではない。一時であれ聖杯は完成したのだ。ならばその破片、砕け散った聖杯をそのまま捨ておくのは惜しかろう。
My head quickly cools down. In short, he took his granddaughter Sakura and...
そう。回収した聖杯を移植したのだ。だがわしとてそこまで下道ではない。あれが人間として生活できるよう工夫はしたがな。
じゃあ桜の体内の刻印柱が
聖杯を触媒にして生み出したものよ。それによって肉体は魂を受け入れるための容器となり、儀式が果たされた時門となって道をつなげる触媒となった。アインツベルンが作り上げる聖杯の真似事よ。まあわしではキャツラほどの技術がないゆえ8割方自己流となってしまったがな。
He laughs. Copying Einsburn? All he did was pick up a piece of a finished product and implant it within Sakura.
てめえ、自分じゃ聖杯が作れないからってそんな方法で
実験、あくまで実験じゃよ、エ
Doing that, I'm
ミ
sorry.
アの個性がね。この程度では次につなげる実験に過ぎん。本来ならあれはゆっくりと何十年と歳月をかけて聖杯に近い存在へ変わっていく予定だった。魂を収める器としての機能を持ちながら、あくまで人間として生き、天寿を全うするように施したマキリ流の聖杯の第一歩になるはずだった。
桜が第一歩だと。
当然じゃろう。桜はそのために魔頭によこされた娘じゃ。アトウに娘をやるということはマキリの悲願達成の礎とすること。当社かとてそれは承知のはず。キャツもわしも目的は同じだからな。不老不死を手に入れるためならば共に鬼にもなるわ。
不老不死だってそんなバカみたいな理由で桜を利用したっていうのか。お前も遠坂の親父も。
無論元よりこの地に起こした聖杯戦争はその位置に至るための儀式。そのためだけに我らは手を組み、わしだけが今も無様に生き続けておる。
I cannot wait to see this old man get destroyed.
魔頭の後継者たちによって遥か先になるであろう悲願達成のためにな。だが運命とは皮肉なものよ。本来なら適応しない聖杯だったはずの桜はここに来て驚くほどの成長を遂げおった。いやはやわしも老いた。よもや桜があれほどの素質を持っていたとはの。多くのサーバントを取り込みながらも自滅せず、魔頭桜の自我を残したまま未だ生きながらえておる。その姿はまさに聖杯。わしでは作り上げられぬと諦めていたアインツベルンの聖杯そのものよ。
I can't hold it anymore. I'm not patient enough to keep listening to the monster's nonsense. Forgetting the possibility of Assassin's intervention.
ふざけんな。何が聖杯だ。人間を犠牲にしただけのものを偉そうに聖杯なんて言うんじゃ。
I let my anger take over and dash at Zoken with a raised fist. But
いや、聖杯だとも。そもそも聖杯を作り上げるアインツベルンからして聖杯のベースは人間ではないか。
Zoken's smile stops me in my tracks.
人間かベース。
My body wobbles back. I hate myself for knowing who he's talking about, even though I don't want to understand.
そうだ。お主がかくまっておるイリアスフィールとて聖杯よ。 だが同類にされては困るぞ。何しろアインツベルンはわしより数倍太刀が悪い。キャツらが用意した聖杯がどのようなものなのか、それは本人に聞くがよい。
My upraised arm falls. Not only Sakura. Even Ilya is the same, and regret takes over my body in place of anger.
さて、お主の話はそれで終わりだな。ではそろそろこちらの番だ。お主を呼んだ理由、あの影について相談したいことがある。
Discuss the shadow? He must be talking about the black shadow that's attacking the people in this town. But
何言ってやがる。あれはあんたの仲間だろう。なのに相談があるだなんて。俺たちにあれを倒させたいっていうのかよ。
I glower at Zouken, my voice thick with sarcasm.
いや、話が早い。そう。わしはあの影をどうにかしてもらいたい。そのためにはお主の力が必要なのだ。エミヤシロ。
本気か。あんたとあいつは仲間だろ
う。仲間？さて、手を貸したことはあるが、あれから手を貸してもらったことなどない。第一、あれと意思疎通などできるものか。わしはただあれが暴れ出さぬよう道を整えていただけだ。被害を最小限に抑えるため舞をなだめていたようなものなのだが、それも昨夜からできなくなった。言ったであろう。もはやわしではどうしようもなくなったのだと。
My heart thumps loudly. I cannot manage it anymore. Who is that directed to?
そうけん。
おう、そうであったな。その前にあの影が何であるかを教えてやらねばならなかった。言ってしまえばあれは聖杯の中身だ。聖杯とは願いを叶える万能の釜と言われるが、我らが目指した聖杯は釜ではない。聖杯もまた手段に過ぎぬ。アインツベルン、マキリ、トーサカ、この三家が目指したものは完成された聖杯をもって外に通じる門を開くこと。完成した聖杯とはあらゆる望みが叶う場所とこちらの世界をつなげる門と思えばよい。
待て、じゃあ聖杯っていうのは？
知れたこと。我らの目的は全て根源に通じること。だがわしはそのようなことに興味はない。アインツベルンとて聖杯の完成だけを求めた者どもだ。根源を目指しているのは今では遠坂ぐらいのものだろうよ。まあよい。ともかく聖杯とは願望期につながる穴だ。あの影はそこからこちら側に漏れているものでな。本来の聖杯イリアスフィールならばあのようなことにはならん。あの影は聖杯の模造品がしでかした不始末だ。いや、身内の恥を口にするのははばかられるのだが、育て方を誤ったのだろうな。あやつめ、聖杯として成長したはいいが、きちんと門を閉められんようだ。その不始末で自分が壊れるのは勝手じゃが、人様を巻き込むのはいただけまい。困ったものじゃよ。このままではわしが手塩にかけた聖杯が町中の人間を飲み込んでしまいかねん。
Mato Zouken shakes his head, as if it's someone else's problem. I should punch him for saying that, but his words turn my emotions to ice.
じゃあ、あの黒い影は？
Truly.
とっくに気づいていたのだろう。何しろあれは桜の影だ。身近にいたお主ならば あれと桜が似ていると分かっていたはず。
Mato Sakura herself? Yep, it's the thing you didn't want to accept. I fight off the dizziness. The truth. I accept the connection I've already known but denied. No matter what that black shadow may be, I have to accept that the crime is Sakura's as well.
桜は、
いや、桜本人が知るまい。あれは桜を通して現れる聖杯の影。本来はあのように形を得ることはないのだが、桜という門を通して出現する際、桜を原型にし、こちら側での存在をかたどったものに過ぎん。聖杯は桜が封じている井戸を借り受けることにより、あのように限界したのだ。正直わしもあれは予想外じゃった。ありえぬとさえ否定したが、日に日に力を増していく以上、もはや認めざるを得まい。あれは意志を持った聖杯だ。故に自らを完成させるため、糧となる人間の魂を求め続ける。止める方法は一つだけよ。聖杯が桜の無意識によって生まれているのならば、桜本人を止めればよい。そう思い桜を説得しようと試みたのだがな。あの影はわしが桜に近寄ることを阻む。意志こそないものの、あの影は桜自身じゃ。桜が嫌う相手ならば影も嫌悪する。もはやわしでは桜に近寄ることさえままならん。
Good.
じゃああんたは桜に近づけないのか。
うん。お主らは桜をわしの手駒と考えておるようじゃが、それも過去の話。あれはもはやお主の手にある。桜と離れたこのわしではあれを律することはできん。
It's something I can be happy about. At the very least, Zoken can't do anything about Sakura, or to Sakura. Then, if we can do something about the crest worm...
待て、あんた桜に何もしていないのか。
うん、しておらぬが。
なら今も桜が苦しんでいるのは。
それは桜自身の問題じゃな。わしは刻印地を使った覚えなどない。あれは聖杯であること、聖杯からの力の流入で自身を保てなくなっておるだけよ。考えてもみよ。あらゆる願いを叶えるほどの膨大な魔力の渦がある。その渦から流れてくるものを人の身で受けているのだぞ。桜の脆弱な精神がその本流に耐えられるはずもなかろう。
じゃあこのままいけば桜は
聖杯であることに耐えきれず破裂するであろうな。いや、桜の意識が空になれば井戸を借り受けていた聖杯が浮上する。あれは自分自身の影に飲み込まれるか。理解したかね。ここでわしを倒すのも無駄なこと。わしを倒せば聖杯戦争が終結するとなれば、あとは聖杯が起動するのみ。聖杯として起動すれば桜の精神などたやすく無産しよう。あれを救いたいのであらば、聖杯戦争の期限切れまで耐えることだ。大聖杯の完成、門を開くタイミングというものはそう長くは続かん。開始よりすでに10日。過去の例からいけばあと4日ほどでこたびの戦いは終結しよう。
4日。このまま4日経てば桜は助かるっていうのか。
さて、それはお主が判断すること。今朝のあれの容体はどうであった。あと4日持つと思うか。
持つ。そんなの持つに決まってるだろう。
I don't know about that, Shiro.
なるほどなるほど。だが他の人間はそうはいくまい。昨夜消え去った人間は何人だ。今夜消え去る人間は何人だと思う。いいな。あと何日この町の人間は残っていると思うのかね。
I can't really hear his question. Does this man sound happy or sad? My head is shaking so much that I can't tell. Defeating Zoken won't solve the problem. Sakura won't last until the Holy Grail War ends. We can't beat that Black Shadow. The people in town will continue to die as long as the Holy Grail War continues.
じゃあどうすれば。
Can I save Sakura? Then
簡単な話だ。お主が桜に手を下せばよい。
Zoken states the obvious.
そうであろう。これ以上生かしておいても先はなし。黒い影は今夜も人を襲うだろう。それを防ぐため、あの娘を今すぐ消せ。
I feel dizzy.
わしの要件とはそれよ。お主に現状を理解させてやろうと思うての。エミヤ四郎は最大の厄災を保護しておるのだと。
I feel like vomiting.
わしや当坂の娘では感づかれる。だがお主ならば、あれは喜んでその判断に身を委ねよ。
I can't breathe.
万人のために悪を打つ。分かっていよう。お主はその意志を継ぐのなら、麻藤さくらこそお主の敵だ。
My mind isn't working at all. I walk down the distorted hallway, unable to give a reply. I don't feel anything even when I walk or lean against the wall. It's ugly. It feels like I'm in a twisted nightmare without an exit. I go outside, still forgetting to breathe.
お主ならば間違いまい。さくらには気の毒だが、これも運命と諦めてもらおう。
I walk.
だが小僧、孫に代わって礼を言うぞ。あれは今まで何一つ自分のための行いなどしてこなかった。父親に見捨てられた小野が身を呪うでもなく、さりとて姉のように万能を望むでもなく、ただそこにあるだけの人形がごとき、うつろな存在であった。
I walk. I walk.
その人形が初めて望んだ男に愛されたのだ。いやいや、さぞ本望であろう。そう自身を責めることはない。お主は最後に一つ哀れな孫に贈り物をしてくれたのだからな。
I walk. I walk. I walk. I stumble towards my house, where Sakura is waiting. I walk down the hill. I'll reach the Emiya household once I go up the usual hill. I can't leave my room empty forever. No matter what the reason may be, I secretly met with Zoken. It's not good to let Tosuka or Sakura know about it. So I have to go home before they notice. Go home and I have to make a decision. The contents of my stomach come up to my throat. I chose to ally with Sakura. I swore to protect her no matter what. I chose to be with Sakura instead of becoming a superhero. But that means allowing another disaster to occur, taking hundreds of lives. I can't do that. I can't do that. Emiya Shiro cannot break that oath. It is like denying myself. If you, the only one to survive that tragedy, are to allow the tragedy, you will be rejected by everything that has supported you until now. No matter the end, your crime will never be forgiven. To not do anything means silently approving of the action. There are innocent people who will be killed tonight. If you know that, but still will not kill the cause, you are no different than the cause of the fire that day.
お前が今までの自分を否定し、たった一人を生かそうというのなら。
あなたはどんなことがあってもさくらの味方ですか？
This is a choice between protecting one person or protecting everyone besides that person. Who will I side with in the end? I have to decide by tonight. I go to the living room.
あれ？シロ、今玄関側の廊下から来なかった？
Ilya is sitting alone in the living room.
ああ、ちょっと外に出てた。俺の留守中、なんかあったか？
何もなかったけど。ダメよ、シロ。部屋で休んでなきゃ。シロの体だって、さくらと同じぐらい危ないんだから。
うん、サンキュー。けどまあ、俺のはちゃんと布を巻いてれば大事はないから。
もう、そんなこと言ってると簡単に倒れちゃう。シロ、外で何かあったの？
いや、別に。
何もなくないわ。何をしてきたか知らないけど、そんなうつろな目で私と話なんかしないで。
She scolded me. I see. I must have looked ridiculous. It can't be helped if that's the case.
すまん。悩んでも仕方ないっていうのに、つい考え込んじまった。
I shake my head. Like Ilya says, I can't empty my head. I can't go see Sakura with a miserable face, so I have to show some spirit.
うん、合格。よしよし。少しは元気出たみたいね。さて、それじゃあ聞きたいことは何？私でいいなら力になってあげるよ。
Crap. Ilya sometimes gets really kind. This is the second time she's helped me when I'm feeling down. I can't tell which of us is the older one. It's her.
ああ、じゃあ聞いていいかな、イリア。
Granted, it's by less than a year, but...
いいよ。何でも教えてあげる。シローが教えてほしいのはどんなこと？
聖杯。アインツベルの聖杯について教えてくれ。
そっか、知られちゃったか。シローには知られたくないことが2つあったけど、そのうちの1つよ、それ。
イリア？それじゃあ、その。
うん、私は聖杯だよ。初めから人間じゃない。そういう風に作られたホムンクルス。
Homunculus. An alchemical formula to create life without a mother, using sperm and other elements. They are not born from a proper reproductive system, and therefore have physical defects. They have human shapes and human lives, but they are not human, and therefore are completed with a powerful magic circuit. They are weak as a life form, but they far exceed human powers when they are made as as magic circuits.
まあ、そういうこと。ハインツベルンは聖杯とマスター両方の機能を持った存在として私を育てたの。聖杯の役目は 倒されたサーバントの魂を回収すること、それだけに特化していれば別に人間でなくても、極端な話シチュー鍋でも構わない。要は魂の入れ物として大きければいいんだから。
Ilya sounds like she's not interested. But this is the first time I've heard that the Holy Grail collects servants.
もっとも回収っていうよりは帰還なんだけど、サーバントは聖杯によって召喚された。なら倒された後は聖杯を通って帰るのが筋でしょ。この町にあるアンイツベルンの聖杯は私だけだから、本当ならみんな私が回収している。けど私以外にも聖杯として機能しているやつがいたのね。気づいた時にはキャスターとランサーを取られてて、引き寄せる力はそっちの方が強くなってたの。だからほとんどのサーバントはそいつに取られたわ。アーチャーだけは私の目の前で消えたからきちんと回収できたんだけど。
It doesn't even need to be said. The other Holy Grail is Sakura. According to Ilya, Sakura has already taken in Caster and Lancer, as well as Saber and Berserker.
サーバント4人分の魂。けどイリア、そんなものを押さえつけておけるのか。人間の体には1人分の魂しか入らないんだろ、原則として。
ええ、それが英霊ならなおのことよ。クラスという殻を失い純粋な魂となったサーバントの魔力は膨大だわ。一つ取り込むだけで体の中に台風が生まれるようなものよ。それを最終的に7つ集めるのが聖杯の機能。そこに入れ物自体の魂の入る余地なんてない。今までの聖杯が魂のない無機物だったのはそのためなの。聖杯の機能は英霊7人分の魂を回収してそれを統括し管理すること。そこに余分なプログラムは走らない。聖杯の人格なんてものは聖杯の機能にかき消されてしまうだけ。つまりね、シロ、聖杯が完成すればするほど人間としての機能が消えていくの。それは私だって同じ。サーバントを回収してそれが多くなれば多くなるほど制御のために人間の機能をカットしていく。手足を動かす魔力をカットすればその分精密に魂を制御できる。呼吸をしなければ取り込んだ魂を外部に漏らすこともなくなる。人格を形成している部分を全て演算に回せば魂の統合も安定する。それは桜も同じよ。聖杯になってしまえばもう人間の人格なんて走らない。人間でいるなんてそんな余裕はなくなってしまう。ただそうね、私と桜の違いがあるとしたら、私は自分の意志で切り替えるけど桜はただ書き換えられていくだけってこと。不完全な黒い聖杯である桜には拒否権が存在しない。
Ilya shows no emotion as she continues. She knew it. She probably knew it since the time she was born. No, even before she was born. She knew that her life was made for such a stupid reason. But there's something I can be glad about. I place my hand on my tense chest and look up at the heavens as if in thanks.
どうしたのシロ。私桜はもう助からないって言ったのよ。
I know. I know that, but...
イリアとサクラは2人で分け合ってるんだろ。ならイリアはまだ。
そうね。ほとんど桜に取られちゃったからイリアでいることに支障はないわ。ライダーとアサシン、あの2人を取り込んでも人間としての機能を削る必要はないかな。
Yes, that's fortunate. If I lose Ilya as well, it will mean I can't protect anybody.
シロ、
Before I know it, I'm embracing Ilya. I can't promise her anything, and it's not like I want something.
シロ、
Her body is small, so I can't hold her too tightly. I just touch her, holding her in my arms. I let my fingers feel the weight of what I must protect. It's almost 2 o'clock. It's late, but I decide to make lunch and take it to Sakura's room.
さて
I take off my apron and put the rice porridge on a tray. I take a deep breath, and I fill my heart with ice. I don't know what I'll say if I go see Sakura in this condition. I can't do that. If Sakura figures out that I'm troubled, she'll just be even more troubled herself. I have to freeze my emotions so that I don't reveal anything. This will be the last time. This will be the last time we will be together just to casually see each other's faces. I want our precious time together to end in laughter.
さくら起きてるか遅くなったけど昼にしよ
I knock and enter her room. It seems Sakura was sleeping, but her face brightens up as soon as I enter.
はい。来てもらえて嬉しいです、先輩。
She happily smiles. Time passes. Sakura is getting better. She can sit up on her own, and she even ate the rice porridge without assistance. Lunch ends, and we talk about meaningless things. Apparently sleepy after eating, Sakura continues to talk while lying in bed. That's it. That's all we can do right now. Sakura seems well. She's breathing normally, and her cheeks are red and healthy looking. I can believe that she won't last even a few more days.
でも私、風邪ってあんまりひいたことないんです。昔から体だけは頑丈で、寝込んだことなんてなかったんですよ。
We started with how she dislikes cold medicine, and she's now telling me how healthy she was. It seems she's never been seriously ill, and I hear she cured any cold symptoms with her spirit.
気合って暖かくして安静にしていたとかいやそれじゃ気合を入れるってニュアンスじゃないよななんだろう風で気合を入れるって
いえ、それは割と恥ずかしい話なので秘密です。
Sakura laughs in embarrassment. It seems Sakura was an energetic child in her own way.
だから風邪薬は嫌いっていうより信用できないっていうか、飲み薬は効き目がわからないから逆に不安になりませんか？
ああ子供の頃はそうだったかな苦いのを我慢して飲んだのに治らなくて体が痛いのも熱があるのも得体の知れない薬のせいにしてたっけ
Sakura happily agrees. Seeing her smile makes me imagine that she's getting better, and that she'll be up and well tomorrow. I silence my all too convenient wish. Sakura won't get well. I can't postpone my decision, believing that everything will turn out fine once she gets better.
なあさくら
Maybe it's because I've accepted the cold reality.
体が治ったらささくらは何がしたい
I ask her about a what if. I ask her about a convenient future.
私のやりたいことですか？
あさくらがとにかく楽しいって思えることだ何でもいいぞただ聞いてるだけだから実現できる可能性はなしの方針で
ちょっと待ってください。
Sakura looks around, troubled. After some pondering,
なんかこれと言ってないみたいです。別に今のままでいいっていうか、先輩といられればそれでいいかなって。
Sakura blushes. My vision narrows. I have to keep my feelings frozen.
あれは今まで何一つ自分のための行いなどしてこなかった。
Damn old bastard. It's not that she hasn't done anything. She just doesn't know how. Fun things. She doesn't know what she wants because she's never known a normal life. She's never known normal happiness, so she values such trivial things.
先輩、どうかしましたか？
ああ、ちょっと考え事。
She hasn't done anything yet. Sakura doesn't know what she should have, what she should obtain. Sakura doesn't smile outside. Sakura doesn't make friends. A closed world consisting of my house and the Matos. But if I can change it, I'll pay any price.
先輩、やっぱりおかしいです。左手痛むんですか？
いや、そうじゃない。さくら、このゴタゴタが終わったらどこか遠くに行こう。今までどこかに遊びに行くとかなかっただろ。たまには遠出して騒ぐのもいい。
Sakura blankly stares at me. It looks like she's surprised, like she thinks it's all a dream.
決まりだ。さくらはどこに行きたい？
どこって、
She thinks in confusion. She doesn't answer for a while. But she must have found a wish she wants with all her heart.
どこでもいいんですよね、先輩。
Sakura timidly looks up at me.
いいよ。人間、その気になればいけないところなんてない。
I'm serious, but it seems she took it as a joke. Sakura smiles with relief.
じゃあ、お花見とかしたいです、私。
And she makes a trivial wish.
花見？花見ってあの花見か？
はい、このお屋敷でもできますけど、あるのは梅の木だけですから。天気のいい日に広い野原で先輩とお花見がしたいです。
そっか。それは確かに。
Sounds really fun. It'll be great to watch cherry blossoms under a clear blue sky at the park by the bridge. There are many fun things. Starting out with cherry blossom viewing suits Sakura.
よし。じゃあ約束だ。さくらの体が治って、このゴタゴタが終わったら二人で行こう。
Sakura shows a satisfied smile. I make the promise and stand up. Yes. How great will it be if we can really do that? I imagine my own happiness that I've never imagined since the fire 10 years ago. I leave her room. All that's left is a trivial promise. It's not just Sakura's wish. This promise, which can be fulfilled come April, is my wish as well. I dream of a warm fantasy with a frozen mind. Once winter is over, once spring arrives, we'll go view the cherry blossoms together. And it's the night I have to make my decision. We won't be patrolling the town anymore. Our second potential bad end is coming up. Tosuka spent the whole day making the gem sword and is now resting, completely exhausted. The same goes for Ilya. The three of us ate dinner silently and went back to our own rooms. It's 10 o'clock. The shadow should go into action soon. I get up soundlessly. I grab the knife I got from the kitchen and leave my room. The door isn't locked. I open the door without a sound and walk to the bed. Sakura's sleeping. That's all I can tell. I can't tell if she's getting better or worse. There's something wrong with my vision. I can't even see Sakura's face, even when she's sleeping right before me. I suppress my dizziness and trembling. Prepare yourself. That shadow might be attacking people while I hesitate. If there's no way to directly kill it, I have to... Sakura here. Even if it's not Sakura's fault, people are harmed. There will be victims. There will be people who could not prevent the harm. And Sakura will commit crimes she does not want to commit. I raise the knife. My mouth is dry. It feels like my tongue's turned into a piece of cardboard. The inorganic knife sends a chill up my spine. My eyes become numb as I think about sticking this thin scrap of metal, whose only reason of existence is its sharpness, into a living human's throat. Sakura's soft flesh. It's like stumbling and falling eye first onto a flathead screwdriver. The blinding pain of numbness peels the cerebral membrane like an orange peel. There's something wrong with my senses. The fingers holding the knife look as if they're all bending in the wrong way. I look like it looks like psychic powers in movies. God damn it. I ignore it and tighten my grip. We're not doing it, are we? It does not look like we're doing it. Alright then. I can't do that. My heart hurts. Blood drips down my fingers where they grasp the knife. I grit my teeth. I frantically swallow against the sob rising in my throat. My eyes are hot. I can't manage it looking down, so I tilt my face up and restrain my anger. Pushing the knife down. I can't do something so simple. I'm pissed. There's something really wrong with me. I had to come this far before I realized my own feelings.
バカか、俺は。
Yes, but not in this instance. Right. I had the answer already. My path was set the moment I embraced Sakura under the rain.
裏切るのか。
Someone tells me to remember. Wasn't I going to become a superhero? My body is racked by contradictory thoughts. A superhero that will let many people die tonight for Sakura's sake. A selfish superhero. Kiritsugu threw away his own wishes to pursue what he believed in. A powerless human that helps others just because of self-interest. The fire 10 years ago. Because I was the only one who survived. I lived on, swearing never to let such a disaster occur again. All the time until now. The idea I believed in for 10 years is piercing my heart, asking if I am betraying it. Will I betray myself, who cried and tried to live on, ignoring the voices of the people who died helplessly? The atonement. Am I going to betray my previous self, who had to cling to that atonement to continue living?
ああ。
No apologies will ever bring me forgiveness. I can't make amends for this crime. I'm throwing myself away. Even if my life turns out to be a fake after losing what I've believed in until now.
裏切るとも。
I'll choose what I want to protect. In the future. If Sakura's smile is there, I won't even care if I have to live by deceiving myself. There's nothing wrong with it. I need Sakura. Sakura needs me. For the first time, I wish to protect one life instead of many. I take a deep breath and loosen my fingers on the knife. I won't lose my way anymore. I'll pull the knife back and leave before Sakura wakes up. And right when I'm about to...
先輩、どうして殺さないんですか?
Sakura talks in the dark.
Sakura.
She's awake. Sakura is lying there trembling, watching the upraised knife. Her eyes are clouded painfully. It's not sadness about having me kill her. She's apologizing for making me resort to this.
いいんですよ。思う通りにして。私、自分じゃ怖くてできないから。先輩ならいいです。
I hear fear in Sakura's voice. Her body is trembling, her eyes fixed on the knife above her as if watching inevitable death. It's a determination that's doing all it can to keep her from running away.
Sakura.
How can it be? I was so preoccupied that I didn't even notice it. Sakura's trembling. Why didn't I realize Sakura's determination?
Sakura. 俺は。
分かってます。先輩の選んだことはきっと正しいです。だって悪いのは私ですから。
Oh, I need to update that again. We have no more possible bad ends tonight. And there are 5 total possible bad ends remaining.
最後だから言っちゃいますけど、私もういつまで自分でいられるかわからないんです。一日がどれくらい長いのか、お昼に先輩と何を話したのか、それっていつのお昼なのか、昨日は何があって明日は何があるのか、全然わからなくなっちゃいました。それだけじゃないんですよ。私、おかしな夢を見るんです。怖い夢で、いつも血まみれで、でもそれが楽しいって思える自分がいて、そういうのひとまとめにして怖い夢だった。その夢の中だと私は悪者なんです。みんなからたくさんのものを奪って笑っているんです。それが怖くて、ずっと助けてって言っていたのに、誰も助けてくれなかった。だからみんなが殺されるのは仕方ないって。他人を助けてあげないんだから、他人に助けてもらえないのは当たり前で、この夢はただの夢だって見て見ぬふりをしてきました。でも違ったんです。私はそういう夢を望んでいた。本当は臆病で汚くてずるい自分、みんな嫌いで恨むことしかできなくて、 あんな夢を一瞬でも楽しいだなんて思った私が悪かった。夢が悪いんじゃなくて、あんな夢を見る私自身が初めから言っちゃいけなかった。先輩、私少しずつおかしくなっているんです。このまま行けばあんな夢しか見なくなって、先輩のこともわからなくなる。夢の中だけじゃなくて、本当にみんなを殺して回る悪者になるんです。だからここでお願いできますか。私が悪い自分になる前に先輩の手で終わらせてもらえるなら。
Sakura tries to say she'll be saved, but I silence her with an embrace. I hold her to me tightly. The embrace I could not accomplish before. I pull her to me with the arms that only touched her back then. Or that only touched her back then. Phrasing. Or emphasis, or however you put that. I hold Sakura's body with all my strength. Sakura doesn't resist. She's scared of dying, yet she asked to be killed. But at last, she relaxes and... She says the same exact words as that night, as if thanking me.
そんなのもうしてる。これからのことじゃない。桜を守れなかった今までのことをずっと後悔する。
A quiet sobbing. Sakura puts her arm on my shoulder. Her cold fingers run across my cheek.
俺が守る。桜をちゃんと俺が守る。
I promise Sakura as she cries. That's all I can do. That's the only thing I can repeat to forgive each other. I swore to be Sakura's superhero on that night. I have no regrets. If anyone deserves an apology, it's only one person. Will you forgive me, Sakura? I don't say it out loud. For betraying myself, and I confess my crime. Interlude. You know, I saw somebody make a comment the other day saying that Kazura Drop, who is from Fate Extra CCC, is the worst Sakura face, which I'm not going to argue for or against that. I don't know enough about Kazura Drop to say anything about that. But they followed that statement up with, and that's including Heaven's Feel. And I was just like, are you kidding me? No Sakura hate in this household, absolutely not. The boy, who said he'd protect the girl as if trying to convince him, I forgot the first sentence. The door closes. The boy, who said he'd protect the girl as if trying to convince himself, left after making sure she fell asleep. The girl, Mato Sakura, painfully moans in the darkness. She is not asleep. She only pretended to be asleep so that the boy, who was more tired than her, can rest. And she cannot afford to sleep anymore. She'll see that dream if she sleeps. She'll see something similar to her kill people. It's frightening. She doesn't remember what kind of dream she had last night. She doesn't remember why she was unconscious outside. So it feels like she will never wake up again if she falls asleep tonight. She will end up betraying the boy who held her close. The boy threw away his self and believed in the weak and sly Mato Sakura. His decision is still hurting her heart, so she will not be able to see him again if she turns out to be like the dream. Yes, she has destroyed his mind to the point that it cannot be fixed. So she has to bear it. She has to stay conscious, not sleep, and never see that dream again. A person exists that will protect her. Even if she may be dirty and cowardly, she still has to maintain control with all her might while she still remains.
私はそれでいい。けど、
There's something that cannot be returned. She has committed a crime that she cannot atone for with the life that remains to her.
俺が守る。
He repeated it, knowing there's no hope or future. Recalling it makes her cry. Half an hour ago, she was determined when he came to her room. She knows that he came to kill her. She's sensitive to the hostility of others. Even if someone comes to kill her in her sleep, she will notice. But the hostility was empty. It's not that he's not feeling anything. It was a painful emptiness, as if there was a big hole in his chest with cold wind blazing through it. That made her accept death. She thought the best possible outcome would be if the boy were the one to stop her. But she was a coward, as she had known. She was ready for death, but she could not stop trembling. And she cornered him by saying something selfishly convenient. He embraced her. The boy still embraced her. They both knew there was no future. But he still put his arms around her, knowing fully well what awaited them in the end. The boy still had determination. His embracing arms told her that he will accept the crime she committed and will commit. That's why it's sad. He can do it. She knew that from the start. The school in the sunset, the person that kept on running, the boy that changed her voice from give up to keep going. She has wished from that time to be with him, to be protected by him. Admiring him for no reason, she went to his house like her grandfather told her and made her wish come true.
俺が守る。さくらの味方をするって誓ったんだから。
This is the result. As his life goes on, he will only continue to break down. What she admired, she finally understands why. The boy was beautiful in her eyes. He's different from her, who is a coward. She wished for him to keep his upstanding character. Yes, she remembers. She wanted to protect him. She wanted to protect the boy. She wanted to protect the clumsy but upright boy that she found in the setting sun. That's all she wished for. So why did it turn out like this? And then, the girl makes her final resolution.
いるんでしょ、ライダー。
She calls out to the darkness. The girl should be the only one here, but a woman appears like a ghost. It is Mato Sakura's servant, Rider.
やっぱり私の声をしていたんですか。
ええ。彼がさくらに手を挙げていれば、私が殺していたでしょう。
She sighs, thinking it was close. Rider puts priority on her master. Her decision is based solely on whether that person will kill her master, Mato Sakura. In that regard, Emiya Shiro was Ryder's enemy back then.
先輩には手を挙げないで、ライダー。あの人を傷つけたら、あなたでも許さない。
私の役割はさくらの守護です。彼があなたの敵に回るのなら、その時は使命を全うするしかない。あなたがどうなろうと、私は的尾さくらを守るだけですから。
それは私が渡して亡くなってもということ。
There's no reply. It's something she shouldn't say. The worst possible scenario. Yes. Even if Emiya Shiro sides with Mato Sakura, if Mato Sakura recognizes Emiya Shiro as her enemy, he will become a foreign foe that must be defeated. The girl raises her body and clenches her fists. Ryder's statement hasn't angered her. She's just scared that the assumption might become a reality.
さくら、何をする気ですか？その体で魔術行使をしては。
Ignoring Ryder, the girl raises her hand in the darkness. The magical energy runs through it for only an instant. When the light fades, the only thing different is her left hand.
さくら、
最後の霊樹です。お願いライダー。この先何があっても先輩を最後まで守ってあげて。
The girl gives her final order. The command spell is gone from Mato Sakura's hand.
おじいさまは私が止めます。これは私とマトウの問題です。もう手遅れだけど、これ以上迷惑はかけられない。
The girl holds her chest as she coughs. Her eyes light up in the darkness. They are weak, but they are eyes of determination that belong to a magus. Interlude out. And that is the end of day 13. So, that's where we're gonna start wrapping up for tonight. Tomorrow is actual Shiro Day proper, so we will be continuing with more Fate Stay Night tomorrow with day 14. Some interesting things happening on day 14. Something very satisfying is going to happen on day 14, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately, though, we're not gonna be getting to some of the more iconic moments from Heaven's Feel, like 9 Lives Blade Works or anything like that on Shiro Day, because that stuff doesn't happen until day 15 and day 16, the last 2 days. Unfortunate timing, but it is how it is. We'll get to them a little bit after Shiro Day, unfortunately. If you're new here, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you stick around. I normally stream Fate Stay Night every Friday night. After we finish Stay Night, we'll probably be going into Hollow Ataraxia. Although we might also do Extra, because I have that now. We could also do Tsukihime. I'll probably end up putting up a poll to decide what we do after Fate Stay Night. But yeah, Fridays. Fate Fridays. That's what I like to call it. I also play a lot of Hoyoverse games, a lot of random other games, a little bit of a variety channel here. So I hope you enjoyed, I hope you stick around, and I hope to see you all next time. Thank you all for stopping by tonight.